No intro, no outro, straight fire. So let's get into this daily recap um, for today, which is June 18th. So again, for the Euro, GU, and AU, I was looking for buys. So because I knew that a big news release was coming out, my buys were like very, very, very quick. I literally just aimed for these highs. I'm saying literally as in these are doing the ideal highs. So a quick 1%, um, quick 1%er, really just aiming for a 1-for-1 because again, news release, want to be safe. USD JPY inverse, so ideally sells. No sales presented itself off of London, Asia, but a sell presented itself after London. And again, just a quick 1-to-1 because of news. AUD, USD. Again, buys a quick 1-to-1 because of news. And if you aren't keeping up with the news, pretty much the feds did not. They went against the grain and did not kept the kept the interest rates the same. So kind of setting the market in the shot just a little bit. And then last but not least, Great British Pound USD. Quick 1-to-1. Off of this. So that's how I got my quote unquote 5%. It's like 5.3%. So going into tomorrow, as you can see, I only got 2 things on my watch list. So going into tomorrow, EU, looking for sells. And I'm going to tell you my basis behind EU sells and UJ buys. Solely just based off of the DXY. But just let's tap into the DXY a little bit more. So if I take off my session profiles and just put on my daily profiles, right? The DXY has been closing above the value area high. It closed above the value area high on Monday. It closed above the value area high on Tuesday. And it closed above the value area high today. This right here shows a trending market upward. Now we are at some type of resistance. That's why I have the eyeball there. But if I go to the 1 hour, you see a clean break of that. A break and a close above the point of control. So that kind of gives my bias to, as long as price doesn't break below this zone right here, my bias is going to be bullish. And I know you're probably wondering why this zone in particular. If you draw a horizontal line, this is the area of resistance that is now quote unquote support for the retail traders. And it aligns perfectly with my volume profile. So as long as price stays above 97.9, 98, I'm going to look for buys. So being the fact that price is currently above 97.8, 98, there's no reason for me to be bullish EU or bearish UJ. So waiting until Asia session ends to see how the volume closes before I enter again, and waiting again for Asia session to end to see how we'll enter into USD JPY. So didn't use the MACD to get my bias. However, I did use deep dive into some technical analysis to get my bias for tomorrow. Also be aware that tomorrow is a holiday, Juneteenth. So markets might be a little bit weird. But we'll see. So again, no intro, no outro, straight fire.